Day 20 of 30-Day Challenge, where I take the month of September to work on my 7th issue of my independent comic I never forgot about a drifter. Wanted to accomplish one last goal before he passed along happily, set in the apocalyptic future. There's zombies, of course. You can see that in the background of the issue 5 tapestry. Got some work done today. Finished up pencils on that splash page reconfiguration. I am just about ready to set up and do colors and inks. If I can knock out colors and inks on this page, hopefully I should get the next 2 pages at least penciled. I'll consider today a huge win if I can do that. Actually, I'll just work on the next page. It's not a splash page, the next 2 pages. So I will just take them on one at a time. And that should be good. One shout out in particular, Hibiku Kaze, I hope I'm saying that correctly, is back for another round of 100 days. I'll throw a link to his day 000 for his 100-day challenge. Also, it'll be in the cards. Yeah, give him some support, some love. First day explains what he's set to do. I think he said he had 15 issues planned out, and I can tell you from my own, having 13 planned out, that's a pretty huge undertaking. A couple things I wanted to mention as well. Went and saw a movie. I was hoping to see so we're in the love arc. I was planning on getting in a romantic type mood, so I wanted to see this new movie. I didn't check the movie because I saw the poster and it looked like Daenerys from Game of Thrones. If you know, she was in a movie called Me Before You, and she helps this paralyzed man remember how to love, I guess. And that's the movie I wanted to see. Instead, I went to The Light Between Oceans, which was about a lighthouse. Fassbender took care of it. It's also the chick from Ex Machina. And it was a very meh movie. Like, it wasn't good, it wasn't bad, but I mean, it was very long and drawn out. Kind of made me think about putting the emphasis on that one scene too much. I realized about a half hour into the movie that was not the movie I was going to see, so I just decided to deal with it and see if I couldn't get anything taken away from the movie. And about the only thing I could is literally 2 hours, maybe two hours 10 minutes into the movie, it finally has like this morality note where the one guy said, or the wife asked the husband how he can be so happy all the time, and he's like, you only have to forgive once. To resent somebody takes work and effort, and you have to do that every day when you wake up till you go to bed. And it's like, I'm not sure if a 2.5 hour movie was worth just getting that little note. It was kind of weird seeing Fassbender just kind of phone it in. I've always liked him as an actor, but like this was really just, it was a period piece, but it also didn't really define what time period it was. It was kind of, I guess, late 50s, I would assume, early 50s maybe. Oh, no. I guess it did define times well, but in a very, very boring way. Like, it would jump a couple of years ahead and it'd just have a little, like, timestamp here in the corner. And it was like, other than that, you really couldn't tell what year it was. I mean, their dresses and clothes like were just very generic. But I don't know. The movie itself was just odd. I wouldn't suggest it. Pretty boring. So then I got home yesterday and watched the new Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because Ghost Rider showed up. And, I mean, the show itself was good. I literally just tuned in to see the Hell Charger, and they did me a disservice. I'm a huge car guy. Dodge Charger is like one of my favorite cars. So literally, if the car would have been anything but the Charger, probably wouldn't have tuned in. The show itself seemed to be pretty decent, but I'm not going to keep watching because they add all these added special effects noises. This Charger has a huge blown Hemi engine sitting in the bay of its car. Just use the sounds from it. There's no way that sound of that engine isn't godly intimidatingly. But no, they have like hisses and cracks, and they make it sound like a turboed car, and it's like, that is not the engine that's in that car right there. A couple of the just dumb little things, like for a Dodge Charger, if you see the front of them, they have hideaway headlights, and they didn't use, like, they showed them in one scene, like literally 5 seconds later they had them popped up, and it's like, show that effect. Like, if you have them, why not just use them? Because they make it look even more intimidating. Like, somebody really dropped the ball. Like, I can't imagine there's a whole production team that just isn't excited about cars to the point where they're like, they would question those decisions. I don't know. So I won't be tuning in for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It looks like they did a good enough job on Ghost Rider, especially for a ABC TV show. I mean, Ghost Rider looked pretty badass. But the Hell Charger physically hurt me to listen to all the things they had done to the Charger. That's going to do it for me. I have 10 days left. After I get these 2 pages, I have 14 pages to do. Still doable. I think if I buckle down, the next few pages should be pretty easy. I'd say if I get 6 pages done, I'll definitely know where I'm sitting, and I can definitely gauge if I'll hit the mark or not. So that's going to do it for me. I wanted to give a quick shout out to everybody that's helped support the Kickstarter so far. I love you guys. You guys are incredible. I'm just going to run down the list real quick. We're a week in. We are 2/3 of the way there. Like, blew my mind last night when I got a couple more notifications. So I'm just going to run through the list real quick. Big shout out thanks to Brandon Vitros. He also has another Kickstarter running right now. It's called The Fist Number 1. You can check that out on Kickstarter. I believe he has a couple weeks left as well. Miranda Stone, Peter Palmiotti, Mike Smith, Brady Winter, Catherine Kramer, Holly Nicole, Farrell Bolding from Hundreds fame, Jonas Studer, Jeff Lafferty, you guys know him, the Artcasters, Ellen Power, Shannon Erb, Scott Cirkland, another Artcasters and Hundreds fame, Crooney, Jan, my boy Jan, Geimer, Jimmy Ott, Brittany Riles, and Michelle Riles. Thank you guys so much for pledging. It's so awesome. Like, I know half of those people in person. To have the other people that have been along for the ride and a few new ones just throw their support my way, like, means the world to me. I know a couple days ago I was ranting about not making, and Kickstarter is the epitome of a double-edged sword, because I think once you make it, you have this understanding that you could make it even bigger. And that's not something I'm looking for. That's why I try to limit the time I have to deal with the Kickstarter. And that's why I usually run a 3-week campaign. I've done 2-week campaigns, but like anything more than that seems unnecessary, because once I hit the mark, I'll be concerned with hitting more of a mark, and I just don't need that for this issue. I'm trying to keep this low key, so I can just get it done, get it to people, get on with the next one. Obviously, I'm doing issue 7, and that should be done relatively quickly, so I can get back on track to where I want to be this year. I'm shooting to have at least 8 issues done by the end of the year. That's a pretty lofty goal. I'm not sure what October is going to bring yet, but we're shooting for it. We're loading all the guns I got and shooting for it. So thanks everybody that supported my Kickstarter. If you haven't yet, check the link down below. Also be links to Gaz's, Mike's new videos for their 100 days. Gaz is actually closing in on it. He's got about 20 days left. Mike is about a third of the way through his challenge. Check those guys out, give them some love. Also, link down below is Hibiku Kaze's latest video. Check these sweet cards on the side. But that's gonna do it for me today, guys. Also, when I post this on Facebook, I will be tagging everybody. If you don't want to be tagged, let me know beforehand, or I will be throwing up some new updates on Kickstarter today. So if you're checking those out, tell me what you think. I love you guys. I hope you're doing well. Hope the week's treating you well, and I'll check in with you tomorrow for day 21 of 30 days.
That is perfect. That's fucking sweet.
Yeah.